Hello friend, how are you doing today? My name is Mary, this is Happily Ever Esch, and today we have a quite reasonable book haul. Quite reasonable for me. Just a few books to talk about here today. I did just post a huge book unhaul. I'll link it in the cards if I can figure it out. YouTube's changed how that all works, but it'll for sure be linked down below in case you're interested in seeing what I cleared off my shelves. Most of these books that I'm going to show you today are thrifted as per usual. I love me a good secondhand book. But yeah, let's just hop on into it, shall we? I'm very pleased with my little July book haul, and I'm excited to share what I got with you all. So let's start with Book of the Month. I have started a Book of the Month subscription box service again. I will also link my referral code website thing down below. It's not because I have a special thing with Book of the Month or anything like that. It's anyone can share their refer a friend. So if you're interested in getting a discounted book, and then I will also get a book credit, you can click that link and sign up for Book of the Month. I have been enjoying it. I kind of waffled about whether I actually wanted to be a part of Book of the Month, but I like that you can skip, and it's a good way to get new releases, especially if you're like me, a predominantly used bookstore, secondhand bookstore girl. It's fun to get some new books. They had Britt Bennett's new book, and so I was able to get that as a new release. And so anyway, I have been enjoying Book of the Month, and I was excited about the book that I chose because it's one I probably never would have read without Book of the Month, and that's The Beauty in Breaking by Michelle Harper. This is a nonfiction memoir book. Michelle Harper is an ER doctor, and it's really her experiences with the medical field mixed with personal memoir. I have already read this. Look at me go, reading a book as soon as I get it. Who am I? But I was excited that I picked it up, and I will chat more in a wrap-up or Friday reads or somewhere. I will talk more about this book, but I was pleased that this was my pick, and I ended up enjoying it. It was a good read, and again, definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone. So, have been enjoying that new book feeling with Book of the Month Club. Alright, for some middle grade that I just thrifted, Absolutely Truly by Heather Vogel Frederick. This is a mystery trilogy, I believe. I don't know if, I know there's 3 books released. There may be more coming, but yeah, middle grade mystery. I think that it'll be a great winter read, a quick winter read, and so I found it. It was the title that I recognized, so I decided to pick it up. And then this book, I have never heard of it before, but I am familiar with the author, and that's Return to Cinder by Julia Alvarez. This won the Pura Belle Prix Award. I think this is older middle grade. Maybe some would consider it YA, but it is about friends. The young man that we follow, his family owns the farm, and then the girl that we follow's family is coming to work on the farm, and I think it just deals with their friendship and what that looks like, but also the workers working on the farm and issues of immigration. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this book tackles those issues, especially for a younger audience. And like I said, Julia Alvarez is an author that I've not read from, but I'm familiar with. I think she wrote In the Time of Butterflies, I think. And then also I have another YA by her, Before We Were Free, that also won the Pura Belle Prix Award. So I'm excited to try her out. Okay, and then 3 adult novels that I picked up. The first one is kind of a modern classic, and that's Crossing to Safety by Wallace Stegner. I honestly know nothing about this. I just know that Anne Vogel really adores this author, and he's said to write kind of quiet, pastoral maybe, piece of life stories. I think maybe he would fit in a Kent Haruf kind of category, maybe. I honestly don't know. I've never read any of his work, but they sound very similar to me, and I really enjoyed the Kent Haruf work, Plain Song, that I read last year. It was one of my favorite books of 2019. So yes, I'm excited to give him a try. Let's see, this book was published in 1987. Yes, so definitely a modern classic. Another book that's a Book of the Month copy, I didn't get it from Book of the Month, I thrifted it, is The Veins of the Ocean by Patricia Engel. I am very excited about this one. So The Veins of the Ocean follows our main character, Reina Castillo, whose brother has been sentenced to death for the murder of his child. It was like a hugely shocking, heavily like media followed case, and she feels a lot of guilt for her brother, and she feels like it's her fault that he is in prison, and so it's her dealing with that guilt, but then also she meets this gentleman who had immigrated from Cuba, who is waiting for his children to like come to Florida and like reunite with them. And so I think it's her relationship with herself, with these men, and just looking at immigration, and it's set in Florida, so there's like the Florida culture, the Cuban culture. I'm very excited about this. The reviews I've read are really great, and yeah, it's an own voices story. We love that, so I'm excited to give this one a try. I read the first page and was enveloped. I was here for it, so I'm very excited to give this one a go. And then last but certainly not least, one that is not being added to my to be read shelf. It's gonna go straight to my read books, and that's The Dutch House by Ann Patchett. This is one of the most beautiful covers that I think has been published this year. I think it's stunning. I loved this book. I want to own all of Ann Patchett's work. I think she is a favorite author for sure. Everything I've read, I've really enjoyed and connected with. And I can see myself rereading this book physically because I listened to the audiobook the first time and just kind of being enveloped in her world, her atmosphere, and her language. This is a family story that really centers around this house and memory, and what does it mean to remember, and how we craft reality through our memories. Yeah, I'm very pleased that I found this for, I think, $1 or $2 at the thrift store. So, love it.
Goodness gracious. Ah! I was gonna say it's quite reasonable. I can hold it up like this, but
okay, there we are. My quite reasonable, if I do say so myself, book haul. I'm very excited about all of these books. One I read this month, the other is already read, so only adding 4 need to read books to my shelves. So I'm very pleased about them all. There they are in all their beauty. So love to know, have you picked up any exciting books? Especially love to know if you've thrifted any exciting books. I love a good bookish deal. But all right, friends, please chat with me about any of these books, thoughts, feelings, opinions. I'd love to know down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already. Please like this video if you enjoy book hauls. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.